Hello, my lovelies. Lisa Joe, your Central Girl. How you doing? I am reading off different posts and commenting on them. I have had Hashimoto's for 38, 39 years, so I am an expert. I'm not a doctor. This is today's post. I was recently diagnosed with Hashimoto's. The endocrinologist I saw blew it off and said it's very common. It's not a big deal and did not give me any insights into what Hashimoto's actually is. I'm seeing a different endo on Friday with the hopes of not being blown off. With this being a new diagnosis for me and not really knowing where to start, I'm looking for suggestions on questions to ask the new doctor. Any suggestions on what I should ask would be really appreciated. Thanks in advance. Okay. Welcome. I am so sorry you've been diagnosed with Hashimoto's, and there's nothing worse than the doctor not piling you up with a magic cure, right? Okay, so now you're here, and now I want you to be very aware and cautious about doctor hunting, um, because you will eventually find a doctor that will immediately give you some terrifying suggestions as to what you should do with your Hashimoto's. Hashimoto's is an autoimmune disease, and you're in here so you know that there's places to ask questions, which is amazing. Good job. Well done. But as far as hunting for a doctor, the old school doctors, whenever I was diagnosed, which was 38, 39 years ago, there you go to the endocrinologist, and this was very standard then, and he literally he looked at my blood work, which I had from my GP. I had gone for a couple years with different things going on, and finally the doctor says, I wonder if it's more. Whatever. So I got to the endocrinologist, and I think he actually touched me. Back then they would actually touch you, and he said, yeah, and it wasn't that big a deal actually. um I mean, it wasn't like goiter or anything. Some people have huge issues, and luckily I was not one of those, but it was affecting my life. And his first thing was, well, we need to get your thyroid removed. And I was like, that seemed pretty extreme to me. um Your thyroid is very important. Your thyroid is controls your endocrine system, and I did not know that at the time. But now looking back, I am so grateful I did not follow the doctor's orders at the time. But before I learned more, it just felt wrong for me. Now, if it feels right for you, go for it. But do your research. Do your research. So hunting doctors and asking questions. There is, at this moment in time, there is no cure for Hashimoto's. It's an autoimmune disease. However, we know now that Hashimoto's is caused by our gut. It affects your hippocampus, I believe they call it, in your brain and your gut. And if we start healing our gut, our symptoms of Hashimoto's will go away, and or at least it's controllable, right? So the the doctors, not all doctors. I have a fabulous doctor, guys. I found him 2 years ago. We are working on my gut. That's my main focus. I'm off my thyroid medicine. I'm off my antidepressant. I have no prescription medication at this time. I'm on all kinds of different supplements that he has me on, and some kind of potion that's got whatever. It's all natural. And it's expensive. However, I feel better now than I have in the last, 40 some odd years. I mean, it's been a long time. So, point of this video, sorry you have Hashimoto's. However, be cautious of doctor hunting, because you are going to come across a doctor and you may like his personality, and therefore you assume he's a brilliant person, and he may give you some horrible advice. So keep asking questions in the group. Learn a little bit more, so whenever the doctor does tell you, hey, you need to get your thyroid removed, you have enough knowledge to know whether or not that really is a good fit for you. Because once you have that done, and a lot of people with Hashimoto's have had that done, you are 100% on medication for the rest of your life because you don't have a thyroid and it controls your endocrine system. So now they got to try to band-aid all the things that it controls, which is hormones, which is a biggie, y'all. It controls your hormones, and you take that sucker out, and now you got to control that hormones with medication. You got to control the hormones with medication. You got to control the just everything. Anyway, so I'm sorry you have Hashimoto's. Be cautious. Just learn. You got all kinds of avenues now. You got Google Doc. You can go talk to Google. You can go to all kinds of different chats, Chat GPT, ask questions, ask them in a different way. Learn, because your doctor doesn't know. We have to, as Hashimoto's president, we have to learn what's going on with our body and how our body works in order for us to make an educated decision. The doctor can't do it for you. You're a thumbprint. You're very different from your friend. Just because your friend has the same exact identical blood work as you doesn't mean that your friend is feeling like crap. Your friend might be feeling wonderful, and you have the same numbers and you feel like crap. So we're very different. Educate yourself. You're in the right place. Good job. Just be mindful of shopping for doctors, because you will find one that will absolutely want to do some drastic things that may not be in your best interest down the line. So my 2 cents, that's all I got. I think that was a rambly video, and I apologize for that. I hope y'all have a good night, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, love you, bye.